VisionLine.
Hey everybody, Ryan Kunkel, David Olson from Lionel Trains. Our new VisionLine GG1s, much awaited all year long here in 2016, have finally arrived and are actually on their way to our dealers and distributors as we speak. So we wanted to give you a first look at this before you have to sneak it into your basement in a couple of days. I'm going to start off with the packaging on here. And normally we wouldn't start with just an unboxing, but these are high-end locomotives and they were packed very carefully to get them to you safely. So I want to give you a few pointers on getting this locomotive out of the box so that its first trip isn't right back to us at customer service. So the engine's packed in here quite tightly with blocks on the ends to protect the noses. You want to be careful of the pantographs, especially when you're pulling this out. So use the lifting ribbons that are provided. Lay the box flat. Break the seal. And then grab the locomotive from the center.
Remember never to grab the engine by the pantographs, as they're very fragile assemblies, especially when they're up in the up position. They can very easily be damaged.
You see, we've pulled two of our samples out from the production run, so you can see some of the different variations in the locomotives. We've got old rivets in her bicentennial glory, and Blackjack 4935, as she was in the classic 5-strip Pennsylvania scheme. Dave, you want to run through some of the features of these great engines?
Certainly. So we have done the GG1 in the past with the JLC series about a decade ago. This engine in the VisionLine library really takes it above and beyond what that engine was. So with the new features, we have stereo sound, where we have sound systems at each end of the locomotive. We have newly designed pantographs that are more prototypically accurate and do feature the sparking pantograph effect when the pantograph's in the raised position. We have a smoke unit in here that can be set to always be on or can be set to prototypical accuracy, to where it operates for approximately 30 seconds every 5 minutes. We also have other features such as track IR that comes with standard legacy engines nowadays. And what else we got, Ryan?
Oh, it's an all die-cast locomotive. We spent a lot of time tuning this to make sure we got the optimum performance out of the engine. And in a little while, through the magic of digital editing, you'll see this running around on our layout with one of our new train sets. Show off some of the stereo sounds and great lighting features.
Sounds good to me. I have programmed this engine into the Cap2 remote as engine 35, since this is 4935, and I will start with the extended startup sequence.
Sunnyside Yard Office at 4935. 4935 entry. Go ahead, over. Make a pull to the pit to top her off. Over. Understood. 4935 out.
Alright, so I don't know how well you can hear it on the video, but the great stereo sound effect coming from both ends of the locomotive really makes it sound like you're in real person with a real GG1. The horn is one of the best sounding horns we've had in a VisionLine product, where it comes out of both ends and kind of has that Doppler effect to it. So let me demonstrate that. We also have the bell. We have a road-specific crew talk, and each crew talk for this engine is also road number specific.
Operator to the 4935. You are cleared to depart on your gap signal indication. Over. Roger that. Clear on signal indication. Out.
And with the Cab 2, if you update to the latest software, which is currently 1.60, you have control of the pantographs to raise and lower them, both one at a time or at the same time. And with both pantographs in the raised position, the engine is now in de-icing mode. So when the train is going down the track, you'll not only hear the sparking of the pantographs and the light itself, but you'll hear the de-icing sound effect that goes with it. Let me demonstrate that. Now you'll see that in de-icing mode, the arcing effect was much more frequent. When the engine is in normal operation, where only the rear pantograph is raised, the arcing effect is much less frequent as it would be in real life. Let me demonstrate that as well. So there you can see that it was much less frequent than as when it was in de-icing mode. And now we're going to talk about the VisionLine GG1 smoke unit. As shipped from the factory, in the default position, the smoke unit will always be on when the switch is on the engine and when you have the smoke unit on via the cab. Now if you want to move to a more prototypical operation, what you do is you put the engine in the program switch, type in the number you want, and hit set. And then before you put the position back into the run mode, you hit aux1 9, and then you flip the switch back to the run position. Now when you turn the smoke unit on, you get a more prototypical operation for a steam generator. So the smoke unit will come on for about approximately 30 seconds, and then will turn off for about 5 minutes, and that cycle will repeat as long as you're running the engine. To go back into the default setting, you just program the engine without hitting aux1 9. So now you can see the smoke coming out, and after 30 seconds that will stop, and again, 5 minutes it will come back on and do that repeat.
We do recommend using Lionel Premium Smoke Fluid. Of course, the traditional variety that has its traditional odor is still available, but then also the new scented versions are shipping now out of our Concord facility as well. So if you prefer a scent-free version, or if you'd like your GG1 to smell like peppermint, we can make that happen for you.
Smell-o-vision!
Again, thank you. Our Vision GG1s are on their way to dealers now. They'll be there in time for you to pick them up for Christmas. These were a build-to-order item, so hopefully you've got your orders in and you'll be able to pick them up. When they're gone, they're gone. Hope everyone out there has a Merry Christmas and a train-filled 2017.